and casters. This is JH586. I'm Jamie coming at you tonight. This one's for Willie. Apparently Willie finds it necessary to question our manhood if we're not willing to do a full-on reloading video. So thought I'd try to throw something together rather quickly for Willie and just showing you this is the way I do it. What I'm going to be using tonight, I'm going to be loading some 357 Magnum. That's one of Willie's favorites. And I'm going to try to help the Scotsman out a little bit if we can tonight too. I have 23 left in this bag of Winchester 125 grain semi-jacketed hollow point bullets, and they look like this right here. Can y'all see that? Big old gaping, very soft lead point on them too, I might add. And then I've picked out 22 of my Lee 358 158 grain round nose flat points, and they are powder coated with one of our favorite colors, the Ford light blue. For brass tonight, we're going to use this brass is Team Never Quit. I got it back about a year ago from Cabela's. So we have this brand new brass, and I have sprayed it down with a little lube. We're going to be using Shooter's World heavy pistol powder. This gives me the opportunity to try some of this stuff out, and I'm sure I have plenty of hand loads at the house that I can find, and we can compare it to this. Y'all know I'm kind of a middle of the road kind of guy, so we go from 12 to 15.3. What do you say we go to, let's try 14 grains of this stuff. Just see what we can. Winchester small pistol primers. I do not have any Magnum primers, but because Scotsman said he has such a hard time with his Lee Classic turret press and the priming system, we all do, man. Now what I've done is I have sprayed these already, but I'm going to go ahead and run these through the sizing die. And while you've got it at the top, what I do, Scotsman, is I take hold of this thing, the lever, the priming lever on the press, and then I take this and push it. You got to push it forward and down and make sure you hear the click. And then you have that in there. Once you make sure you got that in there, you just come down and press it. As it was calling for the same length, and you can look at that and tell that it's not that long, but we're still not quite to the middle of our cantilever right there. So, and I think since we don't have this exact bullet, we need to go by where Winchester put the cantilever. So I don't imagine those people at Winchester are too ignorant. And you can see we're still a good bit out from that. So let's crank this down a little bit more. When you're seating these bullets, you just got to sneak up on it, y'all. Still not at the crimp groove, but I'm gonna take a measurement. We may not make it to that crimp groove. Okay, we're still at 1.6, 17 and a half. So we can go get a little bit closer to it. Is that so bad? We're not at the crimp groove yet. And we're almost to the bottom of that crimp groove. Can y'all see that? We're not quite there. I'm thinking we're going to bump it and get in that cantilever and see. Because our charge is settled in at about 12.6, which is still way off the maximum. I changed it because I wanted to use the same powder charge in both of these bullets. Okay, now we're at 1.580, which is 10 thousandths under so I think we're going to go with that. Now I could bump it up into that crimp groove, but it's right at the base of it, so I think we're going to go with that. Okay, one more time for the Scotsman. We're sizing. Now while that's up there, I generally take and grab the lever at the bottom, and I take my thumb here and my forefinger here and push in and down, and then let go. Pull it down, and the primer is in there. And I guess not that I know anything, y'all know I hadn't been doing this that long, but I kind of had to figure this out, because for the longest time, this was the only method of priming my brass that I had. So I had to learn how to use it. So if you can learn to do that, and yeah, you will have to take your hand off of the little ball right there on occasion, but that's not the end of the world. It's not going anywhere. So if you can give it a try like that, Scotsman, I believe you'll find it more palatable. One thing I have noticed about these things is that when you're doing this, the more primers you have in that tray, again, I'm going to grab the bar here, thumb at the back, forefinger on the front, hear it click, and then let go. And when it falls off, it's in there. Give it a good tug, then we're going to bell it, then we're going to charge it, then we're going to seat our bullet. And again, we're right to the base of that crimp groove right there. Hey, I'm gonna go finish these. I think it'd be kind of boring for y'all to sit here and watch me do another 25 of these things. Again, sizing the case. We'll hold that bar, push it with our thumb here and our forefinger down. And you see I still kind of have the habit of holding my hand down there to catch the primer falling out. Bell it, charge it, and seat it. One round of 357 Magnum. And we're gonna have to come back and crimp them. On this particular set of dies, it's an RCBS. The crimp is built into the bullet seater, and you, like I showed you a while ago, you've got to do that in a separate operation. I've cleaned off this powder that has fell all over the place in the reloading room. Man, there's a mess of it in the floor. So I don't advise using Shooter's World heavy pistol with the Lee auto drum. I've heard stories of these auto drums doing that, so I'm just gonna have to get me a better powder thrower, or I know I'll get some dippers. So I got the mess cleaned up, like I said. So what we want to do is we want to take this bullet, this cartridge, we're going to put it in here. Now we've backed out our seating die. This is the RCBS. We want to run that all the way up, and then we're going to turn our die back down till we just feel it make contact with the cartridge. And my turret has a little play in it, so I'll go ahead and take that play out right there. And then from there, I'll go a quarter turn and check it. Okay, that's not going to be good enough crimp. So let's go a quarter turn more. And then you can feel it. That might be too much. Let's take that half of that back out. That's pretty good crimp. And then let's do another one, check it. Yeah, that's about like the way I want. We're getting a good roll crimp here, and it's right in our cantilever. You can see that. That's good. Okay, and that's all you gotta do. And then you just keep doing that. What I like to do is crimp and then turn it and then crimp it again. And you can see that's a good crimp. It's not too heavy, not too light. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna get my buddy Frog to shoot some of these out of his Henry 357 Magnum, and then I have three 357 revolvers that we can try them out of. I just wanted to try some of the Shooter's World and see how it shoots, but I can tell you one thing, that fine a powder, and it ain't just the Shooter's World, anything that fine is going to just come pouring out of that lead powder drum powder measure. So we're going to have to make some other arrangements on that. Okay, there's the Winchester bullets, 125 grain semi-jacketed hollow point. We got 10 of those already done up. Let me do one of these for you. You know what that did? That's unbelievable. Remember we had that seated to where it just was at the edge of the crimp groove? It seated that thing on that. It pulled that bullet down in there when it crimped it. That's unbelievable. Look, here's one that hadn't been crimped yet. You can see the groove. Here's one that has been crimped, and it took the groove, took it up in there. So I guess that's okay. Anyway, those look good. We can live with that. All right, so I'm just going to do the rest of these up. Looks good. And I'm going to get out of here. Scotsman chat's still going on. Willie's over there watching it. And I've done told him I've been working on this. And we're going to try to get out and shoot some of these up on camera just for Willie. And we're going to post them at 5 o'clock p.m. on Wednesday, July the 4th, so that we can let freedom ring. Guys, it's our country's birthday, and we're going to celebrate it the way good, conservative, gun-loving people oughta. No matter who wants us to do otherwise. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching. I'm going to try to edit this down to where it's at a watchable time. But Willie wanted us to do a reloading video. This one's probably going to be longer than any video I've done so far. Happy 4th of July. God bless you. I'll see you as soon as I can.